Again, last week in our Super Stock division, it was dominated by the 69 of Brian Brown as he started on the outside pole. Sorry, he started on the pole, and the outside pole sitter Bob Barnett finished where they started. Both gentlemen have 2 wins under their belt so far this year as Bob Barnett holds the top spot. Both father and son were able to grab a podium spot last week. The 68 of Caleb Brown earned the 3rd spot after starting 4th, and Michael Muskrat, who currently sits 2nd in points behind Barnett, finished 4th. And the black and green 66 machine of Jason Thurman started and finished in the 5 spot. Time to get heat number 1 of our Power Eye Midway Super Stocks. Just kidding. It's testing you if you knew what I'm talking about. Power Eye Super Stocks coming out on the track now. Starting on the pole out of Republic, Missouri is going to be the number 27 of Bob Barnett. On his outside, out of Pretty, Missouri, the number 69 of Brian Brown. And starting on the shotgun, all by their lonesome, number 68 of Caleb Brown. Big thank you to Brown Litter, helping us out this year out of Purdy, Missouri. We appreciate those gentlemen and gentle ladies. Ready to live life in the fast lane here. Lights are out. All right, let's get this thing started off here. Green flag, here we go. Brian Brown looking for the lead on the outside. Bob Barnett on the inside. Brown takes the lead as they go down the backstretch. Bob Barnett will take that 2nd spot. Caleb Brown right on his tail. All 3 cars trail into turns number 3 and 4 coming down the front stretch. Out front, the 69 of Brian Brown. Brian Brown out front by 0.6 of a second. Over the 27 of Bob Barnett. Caleb Brown trying to reel him in as they go down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. Coming around for lap number 2 of 8. Brian Brown still your leader. Brian Brown running a much faster lap that last time by going to be a 19.0. Bob Barnett also doing his fastest lap. It's going to be a 19.5. 1.249 gap between 1st and 2nd. Much shorter going 2nd to 3rd. 3 laps in the books here. Number 69, Brian Brown still out front. Barnett able to close the gap just a little bit that last time by with a 1.2. Still green flag racing hero, Power Eye Super Stock Heat Race number 1. Brian Brown still out front. The number 69 machine, Bob Barnett in 2nd. And Caleb Brown rounding out the field there. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on Facebook. Let's see if anybody's live here. Show Me Dirt live. Show Me Dirt is live. Brian Brown still out front. Bob Barnett in the 2nd spot. Caleb Brown rounding out the field. Almost a whole straightaway lead for the 69 of Brian Brown over the 27 of Bob Barnett. That's a 2.114 gap back to 2nd spot. Coming around turns 3 and 4, looking at the white flag this time by 69 of Brian Brown. Out front, I don't see any competition. I don't know, looks like he might be closing the gap. Barnett does close the gap just a little bit. Brown trying to make it exciting, lets him catch up just a little bit. It's just a cat and mouse game. Brian Brown and the number 69 taking home the win there. Bob Barnett coming in 2nd. Caleb Brown finishing 1.3292 seconds behind Bob Barnett and that number 27 machine. Again, Brian Brown, the number 69. Bob Barnett and Caleb Brown rounding out the field. That was just like last week's feature. Yes, it was. Next little Midwest Modified action. stretch. And I dropped my trash bag. Amateurs up there, let me tell you. Tonight in our Midwest Modified Division, Jay Hatfield Ford of Sir Coxey adding money to the winner, making it $700 to win. Jay Hatfield Ford in Sir Coxey, Missouri was established as part of the Jay Hatfield Auto Group in April of 2015. However, the store, established near the town square, dates back to 1920. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays. Visit their website today. See their available inventory at www.jhatfield@sircoxey.com or give them a call 548-3341. Starting on the pole here for our Power Eye Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1 is going to be Daniel Anders out of Joplin, Missouri in the number 1. On his outside out of Joplin, Missouri, also the 929. Okay, everybody's from Joplin apparently. It's going to be 929 of Garrett Thompson. Inside a row number 2, Will Hibden out of Joplin, Missouri. I already said that in the 6H. And Kyle Thompson in the 292. On the shotgun, it's going to be number 4 out of Cave Springs, Arkansas, of Kenson Martin. Green flag, here we go. One machine of Daniel Anders out front. Going down the backstretch, 929 of Garrett Thompson. In that second spot, 292, Kyle Thompson. Rounding out your top 3, Will Hibden in that 4th spot, the number 4. Kenson Martin rounding out the field. A little high there, a little slow coming down the front stretch. Meanwhile, out front, the number 1 of Daniel Anders. Two laps in the books here. Anders still out front, that number 1 machine, the 929 of Garrett Thompson. Top 3. Anders, Thompson. Lap number 3 here. Daniel Anders still out front. Garrett Thompson holding on to that second spot. Kyle Thompson in 3rd. Your top 3 kind of breaking away. Will Hibden on a 6H. About half a straightaway back. Another full straightaway back to Kenson Martin in that 6th spot. 5th spot, rather. Coming around for lap number 5. Still out front, the number 1 of Daniel Anders. Garrett Thompson at 929, trying to use that high line, trying to find some new dirt. Kyle Thompson going to take a look to the inside as they went through 1 and 2. You're going to try again as they go through 3 and 4 here. Hold on that same line. 2 to go this time by. 2 to go this time by Daniel Anders in that number 1 machine, showing the way out front. Not a lot of movement from your top 3. Garrett Thompson still holding on that 2nd spot. Kyle Thompson in 3rd. Leader takes the white flag. Number 1 of Daniel Anders still out front. Garrett Thompson's going to give it one last go as they go down the backstretch. Kyle Thompson kind of falls back. Garrett's the only competitor here for him now as they come down to the checkered flag. Going to be the 1 of Daniel Anders taking the win. Garrett Thompson able to close the gap, just not enough to get there. Kyle Thompson come home 3rd. 6th of Will Hibden rounding out the field there. Again, Daniel Anders taking home the win there. Garrett Thompson narrowing the gap at the last second, but not quite enough to get the win there. Kyle Thompson coming home 3rd. Will Hibden 4th, and rounding out the field is going to be Kenson Martin. Heat number 2 coming on the track now. Points leader out of Republic, Missouri. The 195 of Tyler Dawson starting on the pole. Third place in points, Bryson Stringer, the number 48, will start on his outside. Inside row number 2 is going to be the 12M of Ron Maples out of Crane, Missouri, and Rocky McCleary out of Seneca, Missouri in the 06. Dawson Stringer, row number 1 of Maples Cleary, row number 2. And just so you know, after this heat race, I will be calling out the winners of the K&N Performance giveaway here. I've got 3 tickets, so get your red tickets ready, as I will call them out here shortly. Again, vehicles are measured on performance, whether it be horsepower, towing capacity, distance between Phillips, or reliability. K&N air filters are guaranteed to increase performance while reducing maintenance. Now through July 26, K&N air intakes are $50 off. Get yours today. K&N Performance Unlimited. Dawson brings him around 3 and 4. Hits that loud pedal. Here we go. Maples spins. That way will bring out the caution before we get things started here. Again, we got 47 watching on Facebook. Whether you're out here in the stands or you're at home, be sure to give us a like and a share. Blow up that little heart doodad they've got on there. We appreciate that. That helps get it out to everybody out there on Facebook land, so they can see what we're doing here at Monett Motor Speedway. Lineup looks right. Lights are out. Big hi to Johnny Rusher from Rogers, Arkansas. Again, Dawson Stringer, row number 1, Maples McCleary, row number 2. Better start this time. Green flag, here we go. Your inside rows of Dawson and Maples take straight off their way out front. Maples with a heck of a run off turn number 2. Looks to the inside of the 195 and Dawson. Dawson's going to try to close that door down low. Let's see who will lead lap number 1. It's going to be the 195 of Dawson. Dawson, your leader here, 195 right off the bat. Maple's going to look to the bottom side again. Dawson shuts that door one more time as they come through lap. Two laps in the books here. 195, your points leader, Tyler Dawson, out front. The 12 of Ron Maples trying his best to reel him in. He has good runs down the backstretch. Just can't quite get around him as they come through 3 and 4. This might be a different story here as we come to lap number 3. Ron Maples with a good run down the backstretch, nose to nose, side by side, going to 3 and 4. Dawson fight from the top side of the 195. The 12M on the bottom side. Who's going to have it this time? Halfway through your IMCA Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. Ron Maples out front. Tyler Dawson at second spot. Going to be the 06 of McCleary in third. Bryson Stringer rounding out the field here. 5 laps in the books. Ron Maples out front. White flag about to come out. Ron Maples cuts into 3 and 4. Stretching out his lead, looking at the white flag. Going to turns 1 and 2. Ron Maples, your leader, out front over the 195 of Tyler Dawson. Bryson Stringer takes it to the back. The 06 of Rocky McCleary takes the white flag. Coming down the front stretch, going to be Ron Maples in the 12M taking home the win. 195, Tyler Dawson coming in second. Ron Maples taking home the win there. In your Power I Midwest Modified, he raced number 2 in that 12M machine. Tyler Dawson, the 195, starting from the pole, finishing second. And Rocky McCleary rounding out your top 3. Unfortunately, Bryson Stringer takes it to the back. Time for the late models. Cheyenne Sheridan says, way to go, that's my dad, Ron Maples. Taking home the win there. Congratulations to Ron Maples taking home the win there. It's time for a little late model action. Starting on the pole at 25S out of Joplin, Missouri, of Shannon Phillips. A couple Shannon Phillips fans in the crowd. On Shannon's outside, it's going to be the 45 of Marvin Forrest. Inside, row number 2 out of Neosho, Missouri, the number 1 of Chris Hawkins. On Chris's outside out of Webb City, Missouri, is going to be the number 36 of Mark Dye. And starting shotgun tonight there in heat race, the number 1, Trenton Jensen out of Pineville, Missouri, in that number 89 machine. 8 laps the distance here, heat race number 1. All right, I've jumped from the Show Me Dirt to the Monett Midway Speedway, and we're still 46 strong there on the internet. Green flag, here we go. Hawkins looking to the lead here. Hawkins out front over the number 25 of Shannon Phillips. Down the backstretch they go into turn number 3. Hawkins out front. Phillips in that second spot, number 45 of Marvin Forrest. Chris Hawkins out front still here, lap number 2. Running a 17.923 that last time by. Much faster than any of the other competitors. Got 2 running in 18s, 2 running in 19s. Lap number 3 there for Chris Hawkins over the number 25 of Shannon Phillips in that second spot. Mark Dye able to make it up to that 3rd position. Going to be coming halfway through your late model heat race. Number 1, Chris Hawkins out of Neosho, Missouri, out front in that double down asphalt machine. Shannon Phillips in that 25. 45 looks slow as they went by the flag stand here. Not sure what's going on with that. Maybe they're just powering through. Again, Chris Hawkins out front. Coming to number 5. Mark Dyke takes her to the back in that number 36. Hopefully he'll be able to make it out for the feature. Chris Hawkins all by their lonesome. Shannon Phillips slow down the front now. Not a good look here for the late models. That will bring out the caution here on lap number 4. Caution coming out halfway through here, our late model heat race number 1. Couple cars pulling off the track. Not sure if it's heat related or what's going on. Of course, Mark Dine, that number 36, pulling off the backstretch there. Chris Hawkins out front. Shannon Phillips slow down the backstretch. Get these back in order. See where we're at. So if my math is correct, Chris Hawkins started inside a row number 1, your current leader. Number 45 of Marvin Forrest in that second spot. And the 89 of Trenton Jensen will be third. Just as soon as I get around, I'm here. Mark Reynolds rooting for that number 1 of Chris Hawkins, USA number 1, yes sir. 59 watching at home. Appreciate you all liking and sharing. Again, we are at late model heat race number 2 so far here at our Monett Midway Speedway, week number 9. Lights are out, lineup is right, time to go racing. Hawkins brings them around 3 and 4:45. Marvin Forrest trying to get things started. Hawkins sends her off into 1 and 2. Shot out of a cannon. Goodbye, rest of the field. Hawkins out front there, lap number 5 of 8 in the books. Hawkins out front, that number 1 machine. Number 45 of Marvin Forrest going to be in that second spot. The 89 of Trenton Jensen. Again, last week when we were out here, Kylan Garner taking home the win, led every lap, start to finish. Chuck Comer coming second, and Jackson Ertl got that third spot late in the race. Tonight, looks like it's all Chris Hawkins so far here in heat race the number 1. Half a lap more for the 1 USA 1 of Chris Hawkins as he brings her down through the front stretch, taking home the win. Number 45 of Marvin Forrest is going to come in second. And Trenton Jensen and that number 89 machine taking home a top 3 here in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 lined up back there ready to go. Mark Reynolds, thank you, sir. Kylan Garner is actually Chris Hawkins' son-in-law. There's a lot of family racing going on. It's my first day. I appreciate you, sir. All right, it's time. I believe this front row of heat race number 2 is going to be father and son. Chris Lewis starting on the pole. On his outside is going to be Preston Galloway in that 15P out of Rogers, Arkansas. Inside row number 2, the 57M of Michael Hines out of Van Buren, Arkansas. On his outside, Grant Holman in that G17. Inside a row number 3, one of my childhood heroes out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas, the number 12 of Johnny Bone Jr. And on his outside, the 53 of Kyle Schmidt out of Lowell, Arkansas. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, first day. Did I just announce the wrong? I just announced a whole wrong heat race. That's where I'm at. Steve Johnson out of Joplin, Missouri, in the number 11. Jackson Ertl in the quarter J machine on his outside. Caden Campbell out of Nevada, Missouri, in the 60-62. And Justin Mills, numbers are hard. Justin Mills starting from that 4th spot in the 38M. All right, now that I've got that right, we can race. golly, I'm flipping through too many pages here is what I'm doing. Again, Johnson Ertl, row number 1, Campbell Mills, row number 2. Lights around. Let's get it on. Jackson Ertl looking to take the lead on the outside right off the bat. The number 11 is Steve Johnson. Falls back to second. He's not done yet. Going to try to fight back on the inside. Earl on the outside. Who will lead lap number 1 here? Jackson Ertl on the outside. Steve Johnson on the inside. Going to be Jackson. Fall back to the second spot. Jackson Ertl. What? Johnson in the second spot. Jackson up front. Justin in third. And Caden Campbell rounding out the field here. 2 laps in the book here. The quarter J machine of Jackson Ertl out front by a distance of 1.255. Steve Johnson running a 19.08. That last time by Jackson Ertl running at 18.503. 3 laps in the book here in your late model heat race number 2. Jackson Ertl out front in that quarter J machine. Got a 1.712 gap between first and second. We'll see what he stretches that out to this next time by. Just adds 1/10 of a second. Jackson Ertl with an average of 17.998. That is booking it, my friend. Just over halfway through here, 5 laps down, coming to lap number 6. Jackson Ertl out front. Steve Johnson holding on second spot, 2.5 seconds behind. Justin Mills in the 38M in third spot. Caden Campbell sitting back, enjoying the show as we speak. Coming across the line now. Jackson Ertl in that quarter J machine taking the white flag here. Takes that same white flag, 2.5 seconds later, another 1.5 seconds back to Justin Mills. About a 3/4 of a straightaway lead for the quarter J machine of Jackson Ertl as he looks through 3 and 4, coming around to take the checkered flag. Turn the page. That'll do it for our late models there. Quarter J machine of Jackson Ertl taking home the win by almost 3 seconds over the 11 of Steve Johnson. Justin Mills coming in third. Caden Campbell rounding out the field here. And he race number 2. Time for some A-mods here. A-mods coming out on the track now. Last week in the A-mods race, it was Chris Lewis in that 15L taking home his first win of the 2022 season here at Monett Midway Speedway. Starting on the pole here at heat race number 1 out of Fairgrove, Missouri, it's going to be the number 73 of Mickey Burrell. On his outside out of Monett, Missouri, and hometown hero, number 21 of Chance Mangrum. Inside row number 2 out of Greenwood, Arkansas, number 6 of Jason Payton. On his outside out of Joplin, Missouri, the 212 of Khaled Graham. Inside row number 3 out of West Fork, Arkansas, the 23 of Josh Asher. On his outside, the quarter machine of Aaron Scroggins. starting on the bubble, the number 17 of Brent Holman. The lights are out. Time to go green flag racing here. Burrell Mangrum out front. Burrell gets this thing started. Quarter machine from the outside, row number 2, ready to get this thing started. He's all over the place, including the front. Out front, just like that, the quarter machine of Aaron Scroggins. Coming around lead lap number 1 there. Scroggins out front by 0.6 of a second over Mickey Burrell. Jason Payton in the number 6 machine in that 3rd spot. Brent Holman, top 4 so far. 212 Calvin Graham in 5th. Lot of fighting for that 2nd spot. Mickey Burrell trying to hold off Jason Payton. Payton on the inside, Burrell on the outside. Aaron Scroggins way out front. 3 laps in the books here. Burrell holding on to that 2nd spot. Jason Payton trying to fight him on the inside. Little does he know he's got the 17 of Holman right on his tail, going to look to the outside, trying to take away that 3rd spot. Aaron Scroggins just putting on a show out here. Well over 4-second lead over the 73 of Mickey Burrell. Looks like a 4.5-second lead, as a matter of fact. Jason Payton home run 3rd spot. Brent Holman 4th. Calvin Graham 5th. Gonna be hard to beat that Aaron Scroggins there. '23 machine of Josh Asher takes her to back. 1 whole straightaway lead for the quarter machine of Aaron Scroggins over 73 of Mickey Burrell. Scroggins taking the white flag that last time by, coming around turns 1 and 2. Mickey Burrell takes the white flag. Jason Payton, Brent Holman follow it up. Flagman quickly puts away that white flag. Musters out the checkered flag for the quarter machine. Aaron Scroggins taking home the win over a 5-second margin over the 73 machine. Aaron Scroggins dominantly showing the way there over the 73 of Mickey Burrell. 5-second gap between 1st and 2nd. Jackson Payton finishing in that 3rd spot. Brent Holman bringing home 4th, and Calvin Graham rounding out your top 5 in that 2-1-2 machine. Khaled actually running their fastest lap on that last lap at 19.453. I mean, I already gave you my whole sap story about the father and son running on the front row. Now I got to do it again, and it doesn't sound as exciting. But Chris Lewis and Preston Galloway, father and son team, Springdale, Arkansas, 12L. Chris Lewis taking home the win last week. We'll see if he can do it again this week. Chris Lewis starting on the pole. Preston Galloway, the 15P, out of Roger Sarko, starting on the outside. 57M of Michael Hines starting inside of row number 2 on his outside. G17 of Grant Holman. And row number 3 is going to be the 12 machine of Johnny Bones Jr. And on his outside, Kyle Schmidt in that number 53. Lights are out. Lewis and Galloway out front, ready to get this thing started. You know, I kept saying I was going to give away that K&N Performance Parts giveaway. I really should do that next time. Green flag, here we go. Everybody shuffles around. Johnny Bone Jr. looking at the bottom side, trying to get out of that last spot. Preston Galloway on that top side. Chris Lewis on the bottom. Side by side through 3 and 4. Who will lead lap number 1? It's got to be that 15P of Preston Galloway. Chris Lewis in that second spot. Grant Holman in third. For the moment, Johnny Bone Jr. looking at his inside there. Oh, but he's also got Kyle Schmidt looking on the outside. Going to be 3 wide going down the backstretch. 3 wide through 3 and 4. Here we come to lap number 2. Chris Lewis slow down the front stretch, gets things straightened back out. The 53 of Schmidt able to force his way around him. Johnny Bone Jr. on the inside of the Chris Lewis as they go down. That is for third. Preston Galloway out front. Grant Holman in that G17 in that second spot. He's got Johnny Bone Jr. looking to get him around him there. Chris Lewis falls back to that fourth spot. Kyle Schmidt, that 53. All top 5 cars stand right close. A lot of bouncing out of that 12L car of Chris Lewis as it comes down the front stretch there. Going to be a handful. Top 3 start to break away. Preston Galloway out front here halfway through heat race number 2. Grant Holman takes away the lead there on that inside over Preston Galloway. Johnny Bones Jr. watching it from the third position. Still side by side going down the backstretch. Galloway not giving it up that easy. Bones going to look for a way to thread the needle. He'll try to make it 3 wide. Holman out front all by himself. Johnny Bone Jr. floats it up just a little bit. He's got the 53 of Schmidt. Where did Schmidt come from? He jumps up. He wants to make it a 4-way race for the lead out front. Another 3 wide. White flag coming out now. Holman with the lead all by himself out front. How exciting is this? The 53 goes around the outside. He's going to try to make a run for it. 53 of Kyle Schmidt on the outside of Holman. Here he comes to the checkered flag. Who's going to have it? What a race for the 53 of Kyle Schmidt, coming from last to finish first. Holy smokes, take your victory lap, my friend. 53 of Kyle Schmidt, bringing home the win. Heat race number 2, Grant Holman finishing that second spot. Preston Galloway coming home third. Johnny Bone Jr. fourth. Michael Hines fifth. And Chris Lewis takes her to the back. My, what racing from heat race number 2 over A Modified division. That's going to make for an exciting feature. Hey, I said I was going to give some stuff away. I've got a ticket, a red ticket that you got at the K&N filter. I've got ticket number 9202970. Also, I'm just going to say the last 4 numbers because they're all 920s. Again, 2970, 2934, and 2921. Come up to the announcer's booth and see me here. If I'm announcing, just be patient with me. I'll get right back to you. Time to start Power Ride Pure Stock Heat Race number 1 out of Aurora, Missouri. Starting on the pole, the number 64 of Brandon Sanders. A Brandon Sanders fan. On his outside is going to be the number 34 of James Reedus out of Springfield, Missouri. Inside row number 2, the quarter machine of Tom Scroggins out of Neosho, Missouri. On his outside, number 17 of Landon McLaughlin. Inside row number 3 out of Bentonville, Arkansas is going to be the 57 of Rick Raspberry. And on his outside out of Rogersville, Missouri, the 531 of Jordan Goddard. Again, these are the red tickets given to you at the K&N air filters. That's going to be 2921, 2970, and 2934. Green flag. Let's do it. James Reed is taking the lead on the outside as they go down. Rick Raspberry getting a little high. He keeps her under control as they go down the backstretch. James Reed is out front. Lena McLaughlin holding on to that second spot. You got the 531 of Jordan Goddard on that underside of Brandon Sanders. They'll fight side by side. They both hit the wall big. Oh, boy. Caution flag coming out here. A lot of bumping and grinding going on down the front stretch. Quarter machinist Scroggins, Sanders involved. And it looks like the 53 machine. 531 of Jordan Goddard. Red flag coming out here. Again, in our Power Eye Pure stocks, the payout was increased for tonight by a generous donation from Super Seal out of Aurora to include $1,000 a win and another $750 spread out. Payouts for the top 10. These guys do asphalt repairs, seal coating, crack repairs, stripping. Give them a call today at 417-848-6866 for estimates both residential and commercial. And then there were three. Wow, another pretty picture opportunity, just like last week on our front stretch. Back there on the back stretch, there's just some kind of lines poking out of the distance. Get your pictures here. It's good racing. Looking back here, another beautiful sky painted by the man himself. James Reed is out front. Lena McLaughlin in that second spot. Rick Raspberry in third, and the number 57 lights are out. We are ready to go racing here at Motor Speedway, Motor Speedway, Monett Motor Speedway. All right. Reed's ready to get this thing started. McLaughlin looking to the outside, right off the back. Green flag, here we go. James Reed is your leader of the track, coming in just nicely as they head into turns 1 and 2. Going down the backstretch, Lana McLaughlin with a heck of a run. Raspberry spins out. We'll see if he can get it corrected. Lana McLaughlin all over the backside of that 34 machine. Raspberry going to hold on and draw the caution. Gets her started back. Again, go down and visit my friends here in the Sun Solar tent. We appreciate them for coming out. Let's go solar, my friends. We got to save some money somewhere, don't we? Lights are out, lineup is right. Time to go racing here. Still one lap in the books here. James Reedus, Lana McLaughlin, Rick Raspberry. Green flag, let's get it on. Lana McLaughlin, another good restart. Traditionally good off of turn number 2. He does not go anywhere. In fact, he closes the gap. He wants to give a little push to the 34. Grocery Getter still out front. James Reed is the number 34, taking lap number 2 there. Oh, Landon McLaughlin pushed it just a little bit. Doesn't like the way we put our tires on the bottom there. Gives a little push a little farther in. That will bring out the caution here. We'll see if our friends with Show Me Dirt have that replay. Unfortunately, no replay available there. I mean, if we can get everybody get going straight, this is good racing so far. Even if it is just 3 now. Lineup is right. Lights are out. Green and white together. McLaughlin fast on that outside. Raspberry trying to close that gap, putting him up into the marbles. Redis is going to take the win here. We'll see if McLaughlin can get around Raspberry. I think he does. Redis in that number 34. Taking the win. Landon McLaughlin coming home second. And the number 57 of Rick Raspberry rounding out the field there. All right, time for Power Eye Pure Stock Heat Race. The number 2 coming onto the track right now out of Berryville, Arkansas is going to be the number 54 of Dean Kimberling starting on the pole. On his outside is going to be the 53-year current points leader of Kevin Yon out of Springfield, Missouri. Inside row number 2, the 3B out of Newbern, Tennessee. A number 3 black car, Billy Bryant. On his outside out of Purdy, Missouri is going to be the number 69 of Dylan Bowman. And starting in the rear is going to be the 55 of Benjamin Babb. It's been a while since I've seen any Camaros here at Monett Midway Speedway. Now I see 2 in the same heat race. This is going to be fancy. A little harder driving the Leaf Spring cars here around this track, trying to get them set up. But boy, if you can get them. Green flag, here we go. Yon to the lead from the outside. Kimberling holding on to that second spot. He's got Dylan Bowman on his outside. Bowman will take that second spot away. Yon, Bowman, Kimberling, your top 3. He's got the 3 of Billy Bryant on the inside, trying to take that third spot away. It's 53 of Yon going to lead lap number 1. Yon out front by a distance of almost 1 whole second, 9.69. Dylan Bowman holding on to that second spot over Dean Kimberling, going back to Billy Bryant and Benjamin Babb. Two laps in the books here. Kevin Yon, number 53, 1.6 second lead over Dylan and Bowman. Dean Kimberling, another half a second back. Babb about to put the bumper to Billy Bryant. Side by side going through turn number 3. Babb pushes up just a little bit. This race is for 4th. Babb able to get around the 3B of Billy Bryant. Meanwhile, still out front. I'd say about a half a straightaway. Looks like a 2-second lead over the 69 of Dylan Bowman. Kevin Yon still out front. Dean Kimberling, another second back. Little smoke from the 53 machine. Hopefully this is okay. Just because it's smoke don't mean it's broke. Here he goes into turn number 3 and 4. Your leader, the 53 of Kevin Yon, coming to lap number 5. 69 of Dylan Bowman, 3 seconds back. Kimberling closing the gap there, trying to get around the 69 of Bowman for that second spot. Benjamin Babb holding on to 4th in that 55 machine. Billy Bryant in 5th. 2 laps to go this time by. Kevin Yon, that 53 machine still out front. Almost a whole straightaway lead. Last time by was 3.6 seconds. White flag for your leader, the 53 of Kevin Yon. 3.8 second lead over Dylan Bowman. Dean Kimmerling doing his best to try to reel in Bowman there. He's still holding on to that third spot. Coming around turn number 4, taking the win here. 53 of Kevin Yon taking home the win here in your Power Eye Pure Stock E-Race. The number 2, Dylan Bowman coming home second. Dean Kimmerling and that beautiful number 54 machine coming in fourth. 55 of Benjamin Babb not crossing the line for that last lap. He will finish fourth. And Billy Bryant in that 3B Camaro finishing in that 5 spot. That'll do it for our Power Eye Pure Stocks. Out next, got a little modified action. Be modified to be more specific. 63 watching from home, including my friend David Aust. Hi, David. Lights are out, time to go racing. Starting on the pole, number 32, sponsored by K&N Air Filters, Kelly Chick Hicks. On his outside, it's going to be the 02 of Kyle Long. Inside row number 2, the number 42 of Steve Worf. On his outside, the 37 of Bradley Clark. Inside row number 3, the number 16 out of West Fork, Arkansas, John Mugley. On his outside, Brennan Baum in the number 35. And starting on the bubble here out of Springdale, Arkansas, the 17H of Weston Holman. Hicks ready to get this thing started. Green flag, here we go. 3 wide, all ready for the lead. Here we go. Oh! Brandon Baum, unfortunately, running right into oh my gosh, I almost forgot. It's your pole sitter's birthday. Big Kelly Chick Hicks turning 60 today. Happy birthday to you. I hope he sees this later when he watches it back on YouTube. Happy birthday to you from K&N and Monett Speedway. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Kelly Chick Hicks. Everybody getting cleaned up there. Unfortunately, Brendan Baum and the number 16 machine of John Mugley going out on the hooks. I am super sorry for everybody, for the millions in attendance and the 50s watching at home that had to watch and listen to me sing that. A lineup is right. Time to go racing here. Kelly Chick Hicks, Kyle Long, row number 1. Worf and Clark, row number 2. Now it's going to be the 17H of Weston Holman all by their lonesome. Thank you, Angie. Green flag, here we go. Kelly Chick Hicks, the meat and the sandwich. The 0-2 of Kyle Long goes around him on the outside. He's got Holman right behind him, giving him a little bump going down the back stretch. Coming around the lead lap, number 1 is going to be Kyle Long in the 0-2. Kelly Chick kicks in that second spot. Weston Holman in that third spot. Steve Worf currently in fourth. Bradley Clark fifth. Problems on the Holman machine. Trying to look to the inside of Kelly Hicks. He'll lose a spot for it. Steve Worf jumps around him, trying to get around him on the outside. He'll hold on to that third spot as they come around for lap number 2. Again, 0-2 of Kyle Long out front by almost a second and a half over the 32 of Hicks. Steve Worf all over the back bumper of the number 32 of Kelly Chick Hicks. Holman will tuck in. Bradley Clark rounding out your field there. Steve Worf looking to the inside of the 32. Not able to get around him. He'll pay for it. 17 of Weston Holman gets back around him on the hard way. Hicks holding up that top line. Not holding it up, but holding that top line. He is doing just fine himself out front of that third place car. Meanwhile, out front of the whole race, the 0-2 of Kyle Long. Fast last lap. That's a 19.5 second lap. Kelly Chick Hicks almost just as fast. Holman, fastest lap of everybody that last time by. Five laps in the books. 0-2 of Kyle Long out front. Kelly Chick Hicks, Weston Holman, Steve Worf. That'll be your top 4 going back to Bradley Clark. All by his lonesome over there. 2 phalanges in the air that last time by. Going to be white flag. When we come back around, Holman trying to put a little bumper to the 32 of Hicks. He goes and looks to the inside. Steve Worf's going to follow him. Holman tucks her back to the top side. Steve Worf's going to try to get to the bottom. 3 wide for spot number 2. Slide job from the 42 of Worf. One more time around. This is a heck of a battle for that second spot. Holman slips up after Worf slides in. Coming around to take the checker flag. He raced number 1, IMCA Modifieds. Kyle Long on that 0-2. Kelly Chick Hicks coming home in that second spot. Steve Worf rounding out your top 3. Weston Holman's going to bring him home 4th. And Bradley Clark rounding out your top 5. For those of you not listening at home, Kyle Long in the 0-2, taking home the win. Kelly Chick Hicks finishing in that second spot. Steve Worf in the number 42, rounding out your top 3. Weston Holman and Bradley Clark finishing out the field here. Again, all bike racers, please head to the flag stand. Right after this, we're going to get y'all lined up here. Starting on the pole, it's going to be the number 22 out of Neosho, Missouri, of Greg Woodcock. On his outside, it's going to be the 788 out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, of Kevin Gwynn. Inside row number 2, the 55T out of Billings, Missouri, of James Turnbull. On his outside, out of Bella Vista, Arkansas, the 00 of Kason Harris. Inside row number 3, the number 14 out of Lincoln, Arkansas, of Camden Perry. On his outside, the 75 of Andrew Hillian. And starting row number 4, all by their lonesome, the birthday boy turning 25 today, the 86J out of Cassville of Corey Johnson. Happy birthday to the 86J of Corey Johnson. Hopefully you got some good things coming to you here. Lights are out. We're ready to go green flag racing. Green flag, here we go. Greg Woodcock out to an immediate lead. Kevin Gwynn in that second spot. Then you look back, and it's 5 cars fighting for third. Woodcock with a 1-second lead over the 788 of Kevin Gwynn. Third is James Turnbull. Double zero of Kason Harris stopping down the backstretch. 00 of Case and Harris bringing out the caution there. Stopped on the backstretch. Able to make it down to the pits. Greg Woodcock out front so far. Kevin Gwynn in that second spot. James Turnbull in the 55T holding on to that third position. The 14 of Camden Perry in fourth. And birthday boy Corey Johnson holding on to that fifth spot. We'll get her lined up in the Delaware double file restart. Lights are out. We're ready to go racing again. Woodcock brings them around 3 and 4. Everybody bunches up, ready to get this thing going. Here we go. Woodcock still out front. Gwynn at that second spot. Birthday boy coming around. Take that third spot. That's going to be Johnson moving up in that number 86 machine. Woodcock out front by a 1:23. Case and Harris able to make it back out. Greg Woodcock with almost a 2-second lead now over the 70-88 of Kevin Gwynn, Corey Johnson. Trying to reel in that second spot. James Turnbull currently in fourth. Andrew Hillian and that number 75 machine holding on to fifth. He's got the 14 of Caden Perry on his inside doing a little slide job. He'll look back to the underside. He'll try to take it back. Not going to happen. Caution flag coming out for the 00 of Case and Harris. Caution coming out here for the 00 of Case and Harris, making it back out. Calling all bikes, please report to the flag stand area so we can get you ready to race here at our intermission. Grab your bikes and head to the staging area. Lineup is right. Woodcock out front. Johnson and Gwynn, row number 2, ready to get this thing started again. Here we go. Johnson fighting on the inside, Gwynn on the outside, able to get around him. 14 machine dives to the inside. He'll take that third spot away. That's going to be Camden Perry taking the nose off of Corey Johnson. Johnson going to look to get around Turnbull as they come through 3 and 4 here. Meanwhile, out front, 6 laps in the books, 2.6 second lead for Greg Woodcock over Kevin Gwynn. Corey Johnson still holding on to that third spot. Turnbull and Perry right behind him. White flag coming out for Greg Woodcock here. Greg Woodcock coming around 3 and 4, familiar sight here. taking home the win. Greg Goodcock with the win. Kevin Gwynn coming home second. Corey Johnson able to finish third. James Turnbull rounding out top four. Camden Perry, after a lot of forward and backwards, able. It is time for a POWERize Superstocks A feature. Starting in last week's finishing order, on the pole is going to be number 69 out of Purdy, Missouri, of Brian Brown. On his outside, out of Republic, Missouri, it's going to be the number 27 of Bob Barnett. And starting in the third spot, it's going to be Caleb Brown out of 68. There has been a phone found. It is at the beer stand, so if you can identify said phone, we have phone and beer stand. Thunder. Let me slide my ice cold Diet Coke I got from the Pit Stop Grill into my Unforgotten Heroes drink cooler. What are they called? Koozie. Big shout out to my friends Adam Kaltenbach, Christy Linney with the Unforgotten Heroes. Oh, sorry. That was mic on. Sorry. Michael's on. I am sorry. Again, starting on the pole is going to be the 69 of Brian Brown. On his outside, Bob Barnett. And starting in that third spot, Caleb Brown on the number 68. Father and son team. And Bob. Hey, speaking of daddy, you know what I didn't say? I didn't say Happy Father's Day. From one father to another, Happy Father's Day to you from Monett Motor Speedway. We appreciate you all coming out, spending your weekend with us. A big round of applause for the fathers. Yeah! Hashtag Who's Your Daddy? All right, I'm ready for racing. I know y'all ready for racing. One driver giving a thumbs down that last time by. Still a little slick. Happy birthday to Tara Wilson, turning 39 on having a birthday on Monday. I can't say it. She is turning 39. We won't tell anybody. 29. 19. Happy birthday, Tara Wilson. See, I got a little baby giggle over there. Oh, it was a cry. Never mind. 15 laps. The distance here in our Power Eye Superstock A feature due to shortened field. Brown, Barnett, Brown. Let's do it. Green flag, Barnett to the lead on the outside right off the bat, going down into turn 1 and 2. Going to be Barnett, Brown. Bob Barnett out front so far, coming around turns 3 and 4, coming around to learn to take lap at number 1. Brown giving himself a challenge, trying to bring him in. Barnett using that middle line. You can see it's already coming in just nicely here between 3 and 4. Gonna poke it up a little bit higher, coming through 1 and 2. Brown doing the same. Getting the 27 car. Bob Brown out front. Bob Barnett out front. There's 3 drivers in the race. How do I mess that up? Bob Barnett out front. Brian Brown in that second spot. It looked like he was going to challenge for the lead there as they come around into turn 1 and 2. Tutzer back in, coming around lap number 5 here. Again, 5 laps in the books. Bob Barnett out front by 0.3 of a second. Brian Brown and the number 69 starting to reel him in and then loses him as he gets to the end of the straightaway. Turns are for Brown, straights are for Barnett. I'm a big fat liar. They're side by side. Barnett knows he's there now. Motors down the straightaway. One more again. Brian Brown shining in the corners. All over the backside of that number 27 machine. Caleb Brown starting to reel him in just a little bit too. He's just 1.1 second behind that second spot. Eight laps in the books, especially halfway through. Problems on the 69 machine. Slow down into turns 1 and 2. Bob Barnett out front by himself. Caleb Brown now takes over that second spot. Tough break for Team 69. Tried to give him every opportunity we could to get off the tracks to stay green flag racing. Tough break for Team 69, taking her to the back there. Gonna put Bob Barnett, Bob Barnett out front. Caleb Brown assumes that second spot, number 68 machine. I say put them side by side, but what do I know? Again, big thank you to Show Me Dirt, donating those 2 bikes tonight to my friends Caleb and Marissa. We appreciate them very, very much. My man Tombo down there, working the camera. Lights are out, ready to go racing here. Gonna be 7 to go. Get back green flag racing here. Caleb Brown gets all over the back bumper. Bob Barnett, they're ready to go. Green flag, here we go. Bob Barnett sends it into 1 and 2. Caleb Brown into Caleb Brown, the number 68 machine. Bob Barnett out front in that number 27. Bob running a 19.86 that last time by 0.7 of a second ahead of the 68 of Caleb Brown as they go down the backstretch. Bob running an average of 20.04. Caleb not that far behind, running an average of 20.23. Both men running 20.0s that last time by 0.8 of a second lead for Bob Barnett over Caleb Brown as they come to lap number 11. Caleb almost able to do a little catching up there, right on the tail of Bob Barnett. Caleb, good push right there as they go through 3 and 4. Bob Barnett still out front. That finishes lap number 12. 3 left. Caleb on the backside. Bob Barnett down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Caleb Brown, another good run. We'll see if he can get poked down to the bottom side. 2 to go. Coming down to crunch time. Bob Barnett leading every lap. Caleb, another run. White flag coming out one more time around for these two. Caleb's going to poke it down to the bottom side. We'll see if he can get anything done. It's too much. Bob Barnett. Heck of an effort by the 68. Checkered flag for Bob Barnett. Taking home the win. Not for nothing. That was a heck of a run. Looks like he squirted something onto the track there. That's weird. You know, that shows we can have fun with 2, or we can have fun with 24 here at Monett Midway Speedway. For your winner of the 27 of Bob Barnett. It is time for your Power Ride Midwest Modified A feature. Starting on the pole, the 12M out of Crane, Missouri, going to be Ron Maples. On his outside out of Joplin, Missouri, the number 1 of Daniel Anders. Inside row number 2, your current points leader out of Republic, Missouri, the 195 of Tyler Dawson. On his outside, the 929 out of Joplin, Missouri of Garrett Thompson. Inside row number 3, the 292 of Kyle Thompson. On his outside, currently third in points, the 48 of Bryson Stringer. Inside row number 4, the 6H of Will Hibden. On his outside, Kinson Martin in the number 4 machine. And starting all by their lonesome in the back there, the black and orange 06 of Rocky McCleary out of Seneca. Maples brings him around 3 to 4, gets that lap pedal. There we go. Daniel Anders, your leader, coming out of turn number 2. Maples falls back. Problems on the 12M machine. He'll fall back to the 5th spot. Tough start for your pole sitter there. Anders out front, coming around the lead lap number 1. 929 of Garrett Thompson's going to be in that 2nd spot. 292 of Kyle Thompson in 3rd. Tyler Dawson, your current points leader. 4th, Ron Maples, your pole sitter, falling back to the 5th position. Everybody singles out. 12M, something must really be wrong. He was a little slow coming off turn number 2 there, but I think he gets to straighten back up. Top 4 kind of breaking away. Really your top 2 now is Anders and Garrett Thompson. That 929 start their battle up front. Anders out front by 0.4 of a second over the 929 of Garrett Thompson. Kyle Thompson enters himself into that 3-man race now. Tyler Dawson kind of hung out to dry there in that 4th spot. Garrett Thompson doing all that he can, trying to find a weakness, a chink in the armor for the 1 of Daniel Anders. Dominant so far, got a caution coming out here. Caution coming out here. I believe it's going to be the 4 of Kinson Martin. Kinson was running in the 8th spot. Three laps in the books. Daniel Anders showing the way so far. 929 of Garrett Thompson. Trying all that he can to challenge. Kyle Thompson's going to be to his inside here on the restart. Tyler Dawson and Ron Maples are row number 3. Lights are out. Lineup is good. Green flag ready to get this thing started. Here we go. Daniel Anderson, that 1 machine. Excellent restart once again. Breaking away from the 929 at Garrett Thompson. Here's who finished lap number 4 of the 20. Daniel Anders out front, your top 3 breaking away. Top 3 is going to be Anders, Thompson, Garrett Thompson in the 929. Bright orange letter. Kyle Thompson in the 292. You could throw a blanket over your top 3. 929 is going to try to look to the outside. He'll tuck it back in as they go down the backstretch. Let's see where he's comfortable trying to make it pass. As they head into turn number 1. Still tucked right in. Anders, Thompson. Dawson holding on to that 4th spot over Ron Maples. Ron Maples' problems Loses his fifth spot to the 48 of Bryson Stringer. Must be Stringer. Spins out. Gets things going back. Caution coming out for the number 48 of Bryson Stringer. Getting a little loose, spinning out there in turn number 3 and 4. Anders still dominant out front. Excellent restarts has him 0.3 of a second consistently ahead of that 9:29. Green flag, here we go again. Anders, a little bit of a rough start. Thompson's got a good run on 2. He gets stopped in his tracks. Anders coming around the lead lap of number 7. Thompson hitting all his marks just right at 9:29. Right on that back bumper of Anders going down the backstretch. Kyle Thompson's going to shorten the gap as they go into 3 and 4 just a little bit. Thompson did a good run off the top side. Polks it down to the bottom. I don't know what a polk is, but he did it. 292 of Kyle Thompson taking her to the back. That'll leave the 9:29 and the 1 to battle it out front. Tyler Dawson will slide up into that 3rd spot. Ron Maples assuming 4. Next time by is going to be halfway here in your Power Eye Midwest Modified A feature. 9:29. Bryson Stringer taking her to the back as well. Looks like he's going to be stopped on that back stretch going into the pits. Tough break for the 9:29. We'll see if he can make it right back up. 6 cars left in the field. That'll put him in the back of the longest line. Kenzen Martin taking to the back as well. That's just going to move him 1 more spot up, unless he takes her to the back also. The drivers were told there was no start. They were supposed to stack up Delaware double file restart. .929 was trying to get up there for the Delaware double file. Nobody else listened. So we're going to do it single file. They need to get bunched up right now. Lights are out. We're going racing. Green flag, here we go. Daniel Anders out front going through 3 and 4. Thompson trying to reel in the 195 of Tyler Dawson. If he looks to the top side, he'll take the 3rd spot. Ron Maples hold on to 2nd as we speak. Still green flag racing here. Coming to lap number 10 of 20, halfway through your POWRi Midwest Modified A feature. Daniel Anders still out front by 1.5 seconds. Over the 12M of Ron Maples. Garrett Thompson has gone from last into 3rd spot, right on the back bumper of Ron Maples. Tyler Dawson holding on to that 4th position. Everybody pretty much getting pretty stretched out. 1.89 second lead for Daniel Anders out front. Garrett Thompson rather, trying to get around Ron Maples. Ron Maples holding on that 2nd spot. Thompson going to look to the inside of Maples. Tyler Dawson way high through 3 and 4, able to bring her back down. Anders out front by about a half a straightaway over Ron Maples. 2-second lead there. Ron takes her way high. Thompson able to get her to the underside. Thompson way high, exiting turn 4. He'll take over that 2nd spot. Anders still out front. Thompson 2.5 seconds behind. Ron Maples holding on to that 3rd spot. Thank you again to Jay Hatfield Ford, donating $700 to win here. Garrett Thompson trying to narrow that gap. He's got it down to 1.96 seconds. Really hoping for a caution here. Daniel Anders out front by 1.6 seconds that last time by. Garrett Thompson narrowing the gap. Gonna be 2 to go this time by for the number 1 of Daniel Anders. Dominating race so far, leading every lap. Garrett Thompson gets down to 9/10 of a second and then has trouble trying to get her figure back out. Ron Maples will get back around him for that 2nd spot. White flag coming out for the 1 of Daniel Anders. Looks like he gets her figured back out. Anders, Maples, Thompson, your new running order now. Goes back to Tyler Dawson and Rocky McCleary. Coming around to take his first checkered flag here in the 2022 season here at Lebanon Midway Speedway, the 1 of Daniel Anders. Coming around turn number 4 is going to be the 06 of Rocky McCleary, finishing in that 5 spot. Tyler Dawson finishing 4th. Garrett Thompson in that 3rd spot. 12M of Ron Maples able to grab a 2nd spot, and coming home with the win, the 1 out of Joplin, Missouri of Daniel Anders. Dominating performance here tonight. Monett Motor Speedway grabbing his first win of the 2022 season here. All right, I got a little distracted. Again, the one of Daniel Anders taking home the win. Let him hear it down there in victory lane. It's not as exciting, but you'll be able to see him, and you can hear me. I'll just go ahead and announce that late model start. Starting on the pole out in Neosho, Missouri is going to be Chris Hawkins in that one machine. On his outside is going to be the quarter J of Jackson Ertl. Inside row number 2 and the number 11 is going to be Steve Johnson. On his outside, the number 45 of Marvin Forrest. Inside row number 3, the 89 of Trenton Jensen. On his outside, Justin Mills on the 38M. Inside row number 4, Shannon Phillips in the 25S. And on his outside, Caden Campbell in the 662. And starting all the way at the back by themselves out of Webb City, Missouri, number 36 of Mark Dye. All right, while I got you here, I'm also going to draw the tickets for the half and half, aka 50-50. Going to be purple ticket number 177963. 177963. Come and see me in the announcer's booth. I have no idea. I just got handed a brown paper bag. This is a little suspicious. I just got handed a brown paper bag with a bunch of money in it and all the tickets. So I pulled this ticket all by my lonesome. I'm a big boy. 177963. Purple ticket. Come and see me in the announcer's booth. You win the 50-50. All right, now let's get this thing started. Now that my cool music's done. Winner and still champion, the man in the gray shirt, taking home the win. I should have got his name, but I'm lazy. Again, Hawkins and Ertl, row number 1. Johnson Forrest, row number 2. Jensen Mills, Phillips Campbell, and I. All right, I got another phone here. If there's any hints, the time says 10:07. Stupid. But I do have a phone here. If you've lost your phone, come up and see me. Describe it, and I will try to my best to give it back to you. Check your pockets. Lineup is right. We are ready to go. Late model racing back at Monett Motor Speedway. Wheel to wheel, door to door. Here we go through 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. Chris Hawkins fast down the backstretch, coming around the lead lap. Number 1, number 11, Steve Johnson moves into the second spot, trying to get around Jackson Ertl for that second position. Chris Hawkins running at 8.55, 18.55. That last time by Jackson Ertl, holding on to that second spot. Number 11 is Steve Johnson, moves back to 3rd. He'll have to battle the 38 of Justin Mills. Mills moving to the inside. He's going to poke it down to the bottom. Johnson protects that bottom side, shuts the door on the 38M of Justin Mills. Mills going to give it another run as they go down the backstretch. Backs are right off. Meanwhile, out front, number 1 of Chris Hawkins. 3 laps in the books. Hawkins out front, Jackson Ertl in that second spot. Justin Mills able to get around Steve Johnson the last time by. He'll move into that third spot. Mills moving back, moving up. Caution coming out here, lap number 3, the quarter J machine of Jackson Ertl going off turn number 4. Heck of a battle out front between the one machine and the quarter J of Jackson Ertl. Looks like he's able to drive it back on. That's good news. Get back into this thing. Lineup is the right. Lights are out. Hawkins, Mills Johnson, row number 2. Forrest and Dye, row number 3. Hawkins hits that loud pedal, green flag. Here we go. Chris Hawkins doing what he does best out front. Already about a 6-car lead over the 11 of Steve Johnson. Chris Hawkins out front by 0.8 of a second. Steve Johnson in the second spot. Fight with Justin Mills. Justin Mills on the bottom side. He'll take over second. Hawkins, Mills, Johnson, Dye. You know, I keep saying Dye, it might be Day. Again, Hawkins, Mills, Johnson, Day. Marvin Forrest rounding out your top 5. Day on the inside. He'll take that third spot away from Johnson. Big battle up front. Chris Hawkins, Justin Mills. Mills on the bottom side, fast. Right when things were starting to get a little juicy. I believe it's the 89 at Trenton Jensen. Spinning there in turn number 2. Out front still the one of Chris Hawkins, the number 38 of Justin Mills. Boy, he's right there, right at his door, ready to go. The 11 of Steve Johnson currently holding on to that third spot. Mark Day, Marvin Forrest rounding out your top 5. Lineup is right, lights are out. Let's try it again. Caution coming out one more time, this time for Caden Campbell, spinning there in front of Trenton Jensen. Hawkins still out front. 6 laps in the books. Mills and Johnson are ready to give it their all. They're right there, boy. Green flag. Here we go. Mills shuts the door on Johnson, trying to make any advancement. 45 of Marvin Force jumps up to that 3rd spot. Watch out, Jackson Ertl breaks his way back into the top 5. Mark Day takes her to the back, slow down the backstretch. Chris Hawkins is out front, but not by himself. He has a 38M of Justin Mills right into Marvin Force, leading that 2nd group. Maybe problems on the 11 car. Johnson 662 as Caden Campbell gets around him on the inside. Meanwhile, still out front, coming to halfway through your late model A feature. Chris Hawkins still out front. Justin Mills is going to try to switch lanes, poke it up to that top side, see if he can do any rundowns from there. Marvin Force in that 3rd position. Jackson Ertl has reeled him in and looks to get around here, coming around turns 3 and 4. Ertl goes around him on that top side the hard way. Now he has the 38M of Justin Mills in his sights as they go down 3 and 4. 12 laps in the books here. Your top 2 riding that bottom line. Jackson Ertl, the only one way up high. Ertl going to continue that high line through 3 and 4. Flat tire for the 38 machine. Tough break for your 2nd place car. Tire goes down. .45 and 62 side by side for that 3rd spot. Chris Hawkins out front by almost 4 seconds over the quarter J of Jackson Ertl. Forrest and Campbell battling for the 3rd position. Forrest holding on. Lap number 16 in the books here, Jackson Ertl. I just don't know if he's got enough. 2.797 second lead. Still trying to use that top side to squeeze him in. Hawkins out front, easy like Sunday morning. Meanwhile, big races for 3rd. Marvin Force, Caden Campbell side by side once again. Going down the front stretch. These guys fighting like it's for the lead there. Don't look now. Jackson Ertl is closing the gap on Chris Hawkins. I just don't think he'll have enough time to get it done. As the next time by, we're taking the white flag, number 1, Chris Hawkins. Jackson Ertl is reeling them in. The race is not over. Here he comes. He's trying to give it his all. Now it's over. Definitely over. Trenton Jensen finishing his number 89 machine in that 5 spot. Caden Campbell fighting it out with Marvin Forrest. Caden coming in fourth. Marvin Forrest in the 45 coming in third. Jackson Ertl able to go from tailback, make it all the way up to second. He was closing the gap. But it's another number 1 in victory lane tonight. 2 number 1s in a row. Car is off, helmet is off. I think he can hear you now. Chris Hawkins bringing home the win in your late models. Another victory lane for that gentleman there. Excellent racing for Chris Hawkins here at Neosho, Missouri. Dominating performance. Let's see. We don't have a number 1 in the next race. So, I'm sorry, Chris. Hey, good job, Chris. Get excited. I'm excited. One more big round of applause for the one taking home the big check. Big thank you to all the girls and boys for participating in our bike race. Hopefully we have a couple more of those this year. Seem to really enjoy that. Mr. Hawkins driving off the track there. Getting ready to bring out our A Modified A feature. It's time for a Modified A feature. Starting on the plat in Neosho, Missouri is going to be the quarter machine of Aaron Scroggins. On his outside, the 53 of Kyle Schmidt. Inside to row number 2, the G17 of Grant Holman. On his outside, the number 73 of Mickey Burrell. Inside row number 3, number 17 of Brent Holman. On his outside, the 15P of Preston Galloway. Jason Payton's going to start his 6th machine inside row number 4. On his outside, the number 12 of Johnny Bone Jr. Inside row number 5, the 57M of Michael Hines. And on his outside, the 212 of Khaled Graham. Inside row number 6 is going to be the 12L of Chris Lewis. On his outside, the 23 of Josh Asher. And starting shotgun on the field tonight out of Monett, Missouri, the number 21 of Chance Mangrum. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to have some of these classes back here at Monett Motor Speedway after a long absence. IMCA Modifieds always putting on a heck of a show here at Monett Motor Speedway. I'm excited to see them. I know you all are. $12 cars starting the feature here tonight. Scroggins, Schmidt, row number 1. Holman, Burrell, Holman, Galloway, Payton, Bone, Hines, Graham, Lewis, Asher, Mangrum. Scroggins was fast in his heat. Let's see what he can do in the feature. Green flag. Here we go. Grant Holman doing a little rubbing coming down the front stretch. Aaron Scroggins out front all by his lonesome, everybody 2x2 back to 6th spot. Jason Payton, that number 6 car, currently in the 6th spot. Jumping up, Brent Holman in 5th, Mickey Burrell 4th, Grant Holman 3rd, Kyle Schmidt and Aaron Scroggins, your top 5. Scroggins out front, Schmidt and Holman side by side. Was side by side, Schmidt all by his lonesome, Burrell and Holman fighting for 3rd. Grant Holman on that bottom side gets a little wild. Brent Holman, Grant Holman fighting for that 4th position now. Aaron Scroggins out front by a distance of 1.241. Mickey Burrell in that 3rd spot. Grant Holman, Brent Holman side by side. Brent Holman gets around Grant. Aaron Scroggins comes around lap number 5, 1/4 of the way through your A Modified A feature. Scroggins with a 1.399 second lead over the 53 of Kyle Schmidt. We'll see if Kyle is able to suck that in or not. Mickey Burrell hold on to that 3rd spot. Brent Holman, Grant Holman rounding out your top 5 once again. Kyle Schmidt able to narrow the gap there just a little bit. 1.253 second lead. Doesn't hurt. Kyle Schmidt ran his fastest lap of the race so far last time by. A little bit slower this time, but still faster, honestly, than Aaron Scroggins out front. Scroggins got a 1.151 lead here. Strangely enough, Mickey Burrell there in that 3rd spot ran a faster lap than both the first 2 cars. As he does it again. Mickey Burrell running a 19.214. Your leader running a 19.323. .678 gap between Aaron Scroggins out front and Kyle Schmidt in that 2nd spot. Scroggins, Schmidt, Mickey Burrell, Brent Holman, Jason Payton Grant-Holman falls back. He's also going to have to fight the 12L of Chris Lewis. Not physically fight him, but, you know, battle it out. Johnny Bones sitting in that 8th spot. Preston Galloway, 15P, holding 9th down. Cal Graham able to get around Michael Hines. He'll climb up into a top 10 position. Aaron Scroggins going down the backside. Mickey Burrell had kind of a different exit out of turn number 2. He'll lose a bunch of time there. Aaron Scroggins still the man out front. Kyle Schmidt holding on to the 2nd spot. Mickey Burrell in 3rd. Looks like Kyle Schmidt able to visually close the gap here. Scroggins going to be coming into lap traffic. This could play a huge part in the finish of this race here. 13 laps in the book, 7 to go. 4.5 minutes in to this A modified A feature. No caution so far. Aaron Scroggins out front. Uh-oh! 53 makes a little bit of a mental error. He'll fall back to that 3rd after almost catching that quarter machine of Scroggins. Scroggins now free and clear coming up to lap traffic. Again, a quarter machine of Scroggins coming up to lap traffic. 16 laps in the books there. Mickey Burrell in that 2nd spot. Aaron Scroggins still out front. Kyle Schmidt in 3rd. Brent Holman 4th. Jason Payton in that 5th position. Just a 2.5 second lead for Aaron Scroggins over Mickey Burrell that last time. But I'm sure these guys will start to do a lot more catching up as your leader Aaron Scroggins just sits behind that 57 of Michael Hines. That will most definitely allow the 73 of Mick Burrell do a little catch here. Scroggins was going to look to the outside. Thinks better of it. He's going to have to go to the inside if he's going to get around that 57 of Michael Hines. White flag for your leader one more time around, and he's got Mickey Burrell right behind him. Burrell doesn't know it. Kyle Schmidt's right behind him. It's going to come down to the last 2 turns. All 3 top 3 cars right there. It's going to be too close to call. I lied. Aaron Scroggins had it the whole time. Excellent racing from our A modified A feature. Aaron Scroggins taking home the win. Mickey Burrell, Kyle Schmidt. Excellent battle up front. Brent Holman finishing in that 4th spot. Jason Payton rounding out your top 5. Chris Lewis able to muster up a 6th spot. Johnny Bones Jr. advances up to that 7th position. G17 Grant Holman able to finish top 8. Preston Galloway, Khaled Graham rounding out your top 10. It was getting ready to be awfully exciting with your leader Aaron Scroggins catching that 57M of Michael Hines lap traffic. But he's able to hold on to it. Schmidt was really reeling him in there about lap 13. It makes a little mental error. Falls back to that 3rd spot. Helmets off, cars off. He's out of the car. It's not a 1, but it's got a 1 in front of it. It's the quarter machine of Aaron Scroggins taking home the win by 9/10 of a second. over the 73 of Mickey Burrell. One more big round of applause for Aaron Scroggins in that quarter machine. It's time for your Power Ride Pure Stocks Highway to the Danger Zone. Starting on the pole out of Springfield, Missouri, the number 34 of James Reedus. On his outside, number 53, your current points leader, Kevin Yon. Inside row number 2, the number 17 out of Aurora, Missouri of Landon McLaughlin. On his outside, number 69 of Dylan Bowman. Inside row number 3, the number 57 of Rick Raspberry. On his outside, the 54 of Dean Kimberling. Inside row number 5, the 55 of Benjamin Babb. On his outside, the 64 of Brandon Sanders, able to make it back out. Due to start inside to row number 5, Tom Scroggins in the quarter machine. On his outside, the 3B of Billy Bryant. And supposed to start in the rear, the 531 of Jordan Goddard. Lights are out. Get it on! James Reedus out front already. Landon McLaughlin spins in front of the crowd. Big hits. Looks like it was all in the rear, so everybody should be okay. Everybody drives away. Looks like we're going to stay. Oh, there's a little bumpy there. Don't tell anybody I said the word bumpy. We'll get them all lined back out. Just a little cosmetic damage. Nothing BFH won't handle. Easy, sir. Look who it is. Last week's winner of the 33T of Tyrell Jones. He wasn't even supposed to start. Guess he is now. Right in time. If he's going to do it again this week, he'll have a heck of a journey coming from the rear. Lights are out. Regis Yacht, row number 1. Green flag, here we go. Regis with the lead. Yacht could have done it on the inside. Yacht with the lead down the backstretch. Regis on the top side. Yacht on the bottom side. Lana McLaughlin right behind both of them. Going to be Regis leading lap number 1. Regis out front by a margin of 9.86. About an 8-car lead for the 34 machine of James Regis. Kevin Yacht currently sitting in that second spot. Landon McLaughlin third. Dylan Bowman fourth. And Tyrell Jones able to make it up to that 5th spot already. Benjamin Babb spins it coming out of turn number 3. That'll bring out the caution here. '69, Bowman takes her off. Back to the back. Regis out front, but all by his lonesome here for the Delaware Double File restart. Lana McLaughlin Down on the bottom side, Kevin Yawn up top. Tyrell Jones looking to go to the bottom side. That'll put the 54 up top. Green flag ready to go again. Landon McLaughlin jumps out in front. He's going to get a little push down the backstretch from Kevin Yawn. Yawn's going to push it out back down to the bottom side. Reed is still out front all by his lonesome. Landon McLaughlin in that second spot. Kevin Yawn, your points leader, looks to the bottom side. Tyrell not sure to go to the high side or bottom side. He'll take her down to the bottom. Problems on the number 17 machine. He takes it way high. Everybody able to get around him. Slow down the backstretch. Aretas out front, Yawn. And Tyrell Jones coming from the back. Able to make it up. Landon McLaughlin able to make it back out. Reed is on the front row. Tyrell Jones. Yacht, row number 2. It's going to get interesting. Reedus brings them around 3 and 4, hits that loud pedal. Here we go again. James Aretas with the lead going into turn number 3. Yaunt in that second spot. Tyrell Jones in third. Lana McLaughlin playing bumper cars out there. Rick Raspberry in his way. James Reedus out front by 1.20 seconds over 53 of Kevin Yaunt. Tyrell Jones holding on to that third spot. Looking back to fourth, it's going to be Dean Kimberling, and Rick Raspberry was in fifth. Lana McLaughlin gets around him. McLaughlin trying to thread the needle, getting around number 54 of Dean Kimberly. He goes around on the hard way. He will move into the 4th spot now. James Rita still out front. Rita's out front by 2.185 seconds over Kevin Young. Tyrell Jones holding on to 3rd. Lap number 11 of 20 here in your Power Eye Pure Stock A feature. Looking out there, James Reedus with about more than a half a straightaway lead over Kevin Young. The number 53, everybody's kind of singled out now. No real side-by-side racing going on at the moment. James Reedus and that number 34 wagon brings her down the front stretch one more time. Lap number 14 in the books here. Your top, well, between 2 and 4, we're starting to get a little bunched up again. Reed is starting to catch up to some lap traffic here. He gets right behind Brandon Sanders. Going to take a look to the top side. Gets around him pretty handedly. Landon McLaughlin, another flat tire, brings her into the inside. Your leader looking to get around Rick Raspberry. No competition there. Whoa! Oh, barely gets by him. Benjamin Bapp spins in turn number 2. White flag coming out for your leader, the 34 of James Reedus. Reedus bringing her around 3 and 4, looking for another checkered flag here in the 2022 season here. Reedus in the number 34 brings home another win. Kevin Yan able to come home in a second place spot. Tyrell Jones finishing 3rd. Dean Kimberling and Rick Raspberry rounding out your top 5. Reedus going to pick up the groceries real quick, and he'll be right back out. I'm sure of it. Kevin Yount, hard-fought battle, finishes in that second spot. Regis running hot in the back. Went to go get a little drink. He'll make his way back out. I'm talking about the car, of course. It is time for our B Modified A feature starting on the pole out of Walnut Grove, Missouri. The 02 of Kyle Long. On his outside, the 22 of Greg Woodcock. Inside row, number 2, birthday boy 86J of Corey Johnson. On his outside, Kelly Chick Hicks, sponsored by K&N Air Filters. In the number 32, Kevin Gwynn. In the 788, it's going to start inside row number 3. On his outside, Weston Holman in a 17H. Inside row number 4, the 42 of Steve Worf. On his outside, James Turnbull in the 55T. Inside row number 5, the 37 of Bradley Clark. On his outside, number 14 of Camden Perry. Andrew Hillion's going to start at 75. Inside row number 6. On his outside, number 16 of John Mugley. Inside row number 7, 00 of Kason Harris. On his outside, Brendan Baum. Let's get it on. Three-way battle for number 2 spot as they come through 3 and 4. Greg Woodcock by himself out front. Kyle Long in the 0-2 holding on to that second spot. Kevin Gwynn on the bottom side. Corey Johnson on the top side. That's a battle for third. Right now, give the advantage to Kevin Gwynn on that bottom. Johnson not going anywhere, fighting from that top side. Everybody using that high line except for Kevin Gwynn. Literally almost everybody on that top side. Kevin Gwynn, the only one trying something a little bit different. Greg Woodcock out front. Oh, Kelly Chick Hicks spins in turn number 4. Other birthday boy. I say boy. He's a man. He's a girl. He's a man. He has a beard. Number 32, Kelly Chick Hicks, turning 60. Bringing out the caution here. Your B Modified A feature, lap 4 of 20. Greg Woodcock out front. Lights are out. Woodcock brings him around 3 and 4. Hits that lap pedal. Do your thing, buddy. Woodcock on the top side. Kyle Long going to try to battle him on the bottom. Just kidding. That's Kevin Gwynn. Kevin Gwynn in that second spot. Kyle Long on the top side. Greg Woodcock out front by 9/10 of a second over Kyle Long. Kyle Long trying to fight off Kevin Gwynn on that bottom side. Moving back, it's Corey Johnson and Weston Holman rounding out your top 5. Weston way up high, trying to find that speed. He's got some others following him. Johnson looking to the bottom side, trying to take over that third spot here. Holman way too high, almost got over. Holman still way high, and it's going to cost him big time there. Holman will fall out of the top 5. Greg Woodcock still out front by 1.5 seconds of the 0-2 of Kyle Long. Kevin Gwynn hold on to that third spot. Corey Johnson, Camden Perry, welcome to the top 5 here in your B Modified A feature. Laps in the books. Coming to lap number 12 here, number 22, Greg Woodcock leading from sun up to sundown. Average lap time, 19.7. Oh, Kason Harris spins out. Everybody collected in that one. Steve Wharf able to get around him. Caution coming out. Kason Harris, Steve Wharf, Kelly Chick Hicks, Bradley Clark involved. Everybody's cleaned up. We'll lose Case and Harris and Bradley Clark in the whole deal. Woodcock out front. Long and Gwynn, row number 2. Johnson and Perry. $11 laps in the books. Green flag, here we go. Woodcock's got the lead on that top side after being out front all by his lonesome. James Turnbull making huge moves, jumps up to the top 5 here. Kevin Gwynn and Kyle Long still fighting for that second spot. Gotta be problems on that 32 machine of Kelly Hicks. Green flag, here we go. Everybody right up against that wall coming down the front stretch. James Turnbull with another good restart here. Looking to jump into the top 3 this restart. Shoot, my man's not going to stop there. He's going to look for turn number 3 and 4, trying to jump in that second spot. He'll fall back to 3rd. Woodcock very, very dominant out front. 0-2, Kyle Long. James Turnbull running out your top 3. Go back to Camden Perry. Kevin Gwynn unfortunately falls back. 17 age of Weston Holman spins between 3 and 4. Weston gets her started right back up. All right. Number 42 is Steve Wharf was dragging some plastic. We made sure and got that off. That way we don't fly up in somebody's face. I'm a big fat liar. It's still there. They weren't able to pull it off, apparently. Lights are out, ready to go. Greg Woodcock still out front. Woodcock ready to get this thing going. Here we go, green flag. Woodcock, Long, Turnbull, your top three coming through. 14 laps in the books. Turnbull with a good run off of two, looking at Turnbull on the bottom side of the O2. Kyle Long gonna try to get underneath him here. Johnson looking at the bottom side of the 14. Big moves from your top five. $16 laps in the books. Johnson looking at the bottom side of the 14 one more time, trying to get that fourth spot. Gonna be two phalanges in the air this time by. Two more to go. White flag this next time by for your leader, the 22, Greg Woodcock, 1.1 second ahead of the O2 Kyle Long. White flag out now. Greg Woodcock hits all his marks just perfectly. He's going to take another checkered flag. Camden Perry falls to Corey Johnson. Corey Johnson able to get around him there. James Turnbull holding on for a third place finish. The O2 Kyle Long coming in second. And a dominating performance once again from the number 22 of Greg Woodcock, taking home the win. Do a kickflip. Little known fact, your points leader is also from Springfield. Horse race music. Is everybody ready? Get it on! That is not good. I'm sorry for blowing up your ears, Tombo. At the moment, the 50J is your current leader. James DeWitt in the 930 is second place. 32 of Clay Goodman. Look at that giant hole coming off of Ford. They make them bounce. Your leader's going off down the backstretch as we speak. Coming into turn 3 and 4. There's a spin. Hopefully everybody stays high. Eek! Where's the 2 machine? I got to know if I want to drive that car next week. 195 of Tyler Dawson. Oh my God, he's going to turn in front of the hole. Everybody. It smells a little bit like gas. All right, your leader to the 32 going down the backstretch, trying to get around the 22 machine of Michael Bryson. .32 car comes around. That's lap number 8. The 195 of Tyler Dawson doing more laps than anybody, except for his circles are little bitty circles. The 50 machine trying to go around Josh Paul, trying to make holes where there are none. Be careful. That made me nervous. That was just the song that was on. I was like, yeah, you guys can listen to that. It was the horse song. Now it's this. Yes, sir. That's the waltz number 2, 1938. No. That's my car, the number 2. Claiming it. Number 32 still out front. James DeWitt in that 930 machine in second. That's not right. Michael Gillis is in second. James DeWitt moves back to third. Whoa, whoa, buddy. 7K car looks cool. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. So right now, the 32 machine of Clay Goodman is your current leader. Michael Gillis in the number 33 is in second. The number 4 going down the backstretch now. That's third place. The 50J right on his outside. He's in fourth, and the 930 right behind those two is your 5th place car. Can we please have all race fans step back from the fence? All race fans, please step back from the fence. Clay Goodman still out front. Michael Gillis, the number 33, currently in second. There goes your 32. He's your leader. 33's right there. He's in second. Number 4. Right there. That's a good-looking car, too. I like that. I like those colors. The 50J in fourth and the 530. Rounding out your top 5 there. Man, that 930 is getting wild. He must be pulling the e-brake in there. Hey, you get away from that 2 car. I'm buying that sucker. Ooh, little bumping. It's getting crazy. Let's see, where's my leader? Coming out of turn 4 right now. Ryan Hendricks in that 7K John Deere machine jumps into the top 5. A little wheel hop from the 930. Might be too much to overcome for him as he pulls off. Red flag, red flag. Easy number 4. Skirt. Found it. He almost hit my number 2 car, and I would have been very upset. I'm buying that car. Except for I'm going to turn that 2 into a 3. You watch me. We are 26 laps into this 50-lap enduro race, just past your halfway point. This is a competition caution. Just kidding, stupid. Your leader so far is the 32 of Clay Goodman. Clay is right there. Uh-oh. Your leader racing side by side with the 22 machine. Uh-oh, something wrong with Josh Paul's machine. Clay Goodman, still your leader. Michael Gillis in the number 33 machine. He is currently second. That 4 car coming out of turn number 4 right now. He is third. The 50J in fourth. And Ryan Hendricks in the 7K. Oh, he took it to the back. He's going to lose fifth to the 317. K9 machine getting a little wild, almost taking out first and fifth. No, fourth. First and fourth. There he goes again. Two card, miss him. Oh no, the 22 shoots right off into the trees. I made that part up. I don't know where he went, like in a hill or something, but he's off of turn number 2. Just remember him at the end of the night, if you would. You better get away from him later. I'm telling you right now. Good choices. So right now, the 32 at Clay Goodman still out front. The number 4 is currently your second place car. Fighting with the 33 of Michael Gillis. The 5J, 50J, is currently 4th. And the 317 of Nate Lane in that black and gold machine that just went by into turn number 1. He is your 5th place car. We're getting right down to the nitty-gritty. Clay Goodman still your leader. We are 42 laps into this doodad. "42 laps. Now with 43, Michael Gillis still out front, that 32. I'm just kidding. Clay Goodman. Clay Goodman. Uh-oh. I think he called him number 1. Your leader splitting the needle or splitting the something there. Uh-oh, the 37's going to challenge him from the outside. That's not for position. If I'm not mistaken here, if the number 2 can get around this 317, he'll be in the money. "46 laps in the books. 4 to go. I don't know what's got onto the 7 machine, but he's looking dangerous out there. Derek Morris jumps up to that 4th spot as they get around the 50J. White flag coming out for your field. Clay Goodman out front. Here he comes, your winner, the number 32, Clay Goodman, taking home the win. Hit that loud pedal, number 2. Get that money. Yes, sir. So here are your finishing positions. The number 32, Clay Goodman, coming home with the win. 33 of Michael Gillis. Let's see, where's he? He's going into turn number 3 right now. The 4, which is that pretty little burgundy and white, going down the back stretch. Derek Morris able to get around the 317. He'll take home 4th. And a 317 of Nate Lane, the black and gold machine, rounds out your 5. We appreciate you all for coming out, hanging out with us here at Monett Motor Speedway. Value enough for number 7K, finishing just outside the top 7. Happy Father's Day to y'all. Sorry for the blinding lights, as the weekend says. Love y'all. See you next week with Monster Trucks.